Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel, and today I have a video for you. It's simple, easy, affordable, thrifted, all of the above. I'm going to give you my tips and tricks, my tried and true ways to decorate for the Christmas season. All of my tips and tricks are from either thrift stores. I've gathered these items, antique stores, around the house, and in nature. I have so many good ones for you. You can decorate your home, I promise you, very affordable and easy. It does not have to be hard. A lot of the things I have collected through the years just because I've been married for quite some time and I have a couple of children, but I believe all of my tips and tricks are going to be great if you've been married and have your own home for a long time, or even if you don't, say you're single and you're just starting out. A lot of these things you can start incorporating today to make your home beautiful for Christmas Eve and Christmas Day. So let's turn around this camera. I'm going to show you a few of the things that I've added in my home that are very affordable. Okay, so one of the things I want to let you know that this does not have to be difficult and tricky. You can simply go outside and clip greenery such as pine. This is actually faux pine, but I have tons of pine in my area and cedar, and I often clip this, and I often gather pine cones, which you'll see right here, pine cones just from outdoors, or acorns. The only thing is I would bring them in, let them dry out, your pine cones and acorns, and then put them in the oven for a couple of hours on low heat, about 180 to 200, just to make sure there's no critters in there, like little bugs and things. So just adding that, I've put like these pine cones are all from my yard, and then adding, like, here's some more of that pine here. You can add it, mix it with faux and whatnot. So that's just a great way. I also like bring in a lot of wood, and I do the same thing. I let it dry out, and then I put it in the oven for a couple hours, sometimes a little longer, just so it doesn't burn in the oven, on very low heat, so about 180 to 200. So another way that you can decorate is using things you have in your pantry and cupboards, or refrigerator for that matter. I have orange slices here that I actually made last weekend. Very simple. I just cut these up, dehydrated them in the oven. I think I put it at like 200 for several hours, and then I let these dry overnight, and then I put a little bit of sparkle on it with Mod Podge and glitter. And then here, as you can see, I have, whoops, one of my snowballs just fell. I have cinnamon sticks, so you can decorate with cinnamon sticks, nutmeg, any of those things. Buy them whole, obviously, and just add them, just a few little touches in with some white pictures that I picked up from the thrift store, along with the dough bowl and some antique bulbs. Just make a really pretty touch for Christmas. Okay, another way that you can decorate, when you do decorate, another tip is decide your color scheme. Now, I usually have blues around my house. These are all antiqued items or gifted from me from antique stores or thrift stores. But decide your colors. My Christmas colors happen to be red and gold and white this year. And I usually keep in that same color scheme and then add little touches of silver and greens and things like that. But picking up books, all of these books were thrifted. I basically go through the thrift store, and a lot of them will have covers on them, and I'll pull the covers away, and then if I like the book spine, then I'll pick them up for like next to nothing. And then these are obviously, the bottle brush trees are not antiques or thrifted, but you can find that. I actually picked those up, I believe, at Walmart and the Target dollar spot. And here you go with that same color scheme, the red. These are my children's books that they used growing up, and they had these beautiful covers on them, but I wanted them to look a little bit more old-fashioned and vintage, so I just removed the covers. Obviously they were in great shape, and just added them. These are two of our favorite books, and then this was an antique, well, it was at an antique store, and it's a great little book to add to give that little touch of a red. And then these little trees are actually from the Dollar Tree. I think it's supposed to be for a village set, so I thought that was just a cute little touch. Here, as you can see, I slipped in these oranges into one of my small flax trees. I picked this tree up at the Goodwill, and then I, fluffed it up a little bit, and then I added some fairy lights and then the oranges that I made in my oven last weekend. Here is one of my trees, and I have a lot of these vintage glass bulbs on this tree. So I have some white ones, and then you saw my blue ones over displayed over there. And then I added, just the Dollar Tree ornaments. And then I pick up, whenever I go to thrifted or antique stores and I find ornaments that match my decor, such as like even just a neutral color, I'll just pick those up because they'll go right with my decor. And they're just beautiful. They just match everything so nicely. Here's another one that I found, I believe, at an antique store years ago. And then you can add like touches of, more modern ornaments. Another thing, guys, that you can decorate with are bells. I love decorating with bells. I'm going to turn on this light here so you can see a little bit better. These bells were actually not found at an antique store. They were found at a thrifted store. And you can actually get a lot of bells too at like Walmart or the Dollar Tree to decorate. I love putting them on presents, and it just makes a really, really pretty touch. All right, as you can see, I have more of my orange slices. This is on my banister going up to my second floor. I kind of slipped them in there with faux pine, and then I added some fake eucalyptus, and I picked this up from the Walmart, because I love it. It's gorgeous. It's only $3 and you get a big bushel, and I just cut them down and then slip them in there just like that. But I just wanted to tell you ribbon. Here's that red I was telling you about that I love to decorate with this year. And going to the thrift store, always check in their like craft section. They usually have a whole row full of craft supplies, and they're like, you have to kind of do some digging, but I do this all through the year. And then I find different ribbon, either to use to decorate presents or to decorate my home for the seasons. Plus I like red too, because you can use a lot of red ribbon with the next holiday right after New Year's, which is Valentine's Day. So red and pink, I like to decorate for the holidays, during Valentine's Day with ribbon as well. And there's my little Santa. He's not vintage. He's vintage to me because I got him the first year I was married. So he's pretty vintage around here. So I just wanted to show you guys, these are a few of the presents I started decorating with. I'm keeping it simple this year. I went to Greenfield Village, their holiday nights, and all their homes were decorated for the holidays, and it amazed me that they had everything simple, but it was so beautiful. So I decided I'm going to do exactly what they did. I took a lot of pictures for inspiration, and they had a lot of white packages and brown packages tied with bows, and then I incorporated those bells I was referring to. These bells I actually got for, I think there were 5 or 6 in a bag, and I literally got them at the Dollar Tree. Another thing is, for tree skirts, they're so expensive. If you go to like the thrift store, you can find beautiful blankets and scarves to use for tree skirts. And that's what I do to decorate underneath the tree or any area in my house as well. Even if you want to throw it over a couch or a chair, they just are really pretty. So I just want to let you guys know about that. And here's another one with the bell. So pretty, so pretty. So guys, I'm taking you outside for this because I just wanted to show you this. I just finished this. Here's those bells I was referring to that you can decorate with. This is cedar and pine cones, and then I added a fake candle in there. I think I'm gonna put a real one in there, but I don't want it to catch this on fire, so I'm gonna try it with this fake one for a bit on this little lantern that's on my porch, my front porch. And I just thought it was really pretty, really inviting, very inexpensive. This is faux, but you can get this outside as well too. And then I cut this down with literally wire cutters, and it's a big, huge garland, so it goes a long way. And you can find a lot of garlands and different things like that for the holidays, literally at the thrift store for pennies. So I highly recommend that. Okay, so I don't think you can see these very good because it's starting to get a little dark around here, but I made these wreaths. You can see 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And they literally are garland, and I made different sizes, and then I strung them with ribbon on my window, and then you can staple them onto your wood, so at the top where you won't see the holes, or you could put like a thumbtack too as well up there. And I just thought that was really simple, easy, and pretty to add into a large window or even a small window if you want to put every window around your house with that, either on the inside or outside. So I hope you enjoyed this video, and hopefully I gave you some inspiration. Like I said, you do not have to break the bank. Just decide your plan of attack. Just decide what colors you want to incorporate in your home during the Christmas season. I would pick with 2 to 3 colors, and then just go ahead and shop your local thrift stores, your Salvation Armies, Goodwills, antique stores. Antique stores can be a little bit pricier, but sometimes you can find some really great finds. Make sure you check outdoors, make sure you check in your pantry, shop your home, move some things around. Think outside the box, like using a blanket for a tree skirt or using a basket for a tree stand of sorts, or to decorate underneath the tree. You can, I promise you, decorate your house for very little this season. So hopefully you have gotten started. If not, hopefully this video inspires you to add some touches that are very simple, easy, and affordable this season. I hope you stick around the whole month of December, because I have some great holiday Christmas videos for you, just to get back to simple living, homemade DIYs for you all month long. Remember to subscribe, hit that bell so you're notified every time I upload a video, and then let me know in the comments below if there's a video that you would love for me to do or you want to get some more information on. Also go over and check out my blog, which is www.riggscreekfarmhouse.net, to give you a breakdown of everything and how to do it, how to shop simple and thrifty and affordable this season. I hope you guys are safe and healthy, and I'll talk to you real soon. So long.